Guys, as you know, I want to quickly go to the grocery store and pick up it. And I'm walking to the office.
I see you in my thoughts and in my dreams. When I'm awake, you're almost next to me.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hi guys, happy Sunday and welcome back to the start of a new vlog. I'm just back from church, and guys, as you know, I've had this soak press going on for a month and counting, and I want to go back to protective hairstyling just for a short period of time. So I plan to go to Esther's place so she can help me plait like cornrows, and then I can put my wig for the next couple of weeks. And then when my birthday is close, this birthday of mine, when my birthday is close, I can go back and do my hair properly. Sunday afternoon, plan is to go to Esther's place after I have my lunch to do my cornrows, and then we are supposed to go cycling again. This time around, I don't think I even want to video the whole process because I now know how to cycle. I videoed the last one because I didn't know how to cycle before, and yeah, so I'm going to go bike riding later in the evening, and I need to pick out outfits for the week because I'm going to the office again from Monday, so I need to pick up outfits that I will wear to go to the office. I also got a new tote bag for work, so thankfully the black one would rest this week. I'll try to actually rest it this week because it has been working non-stop, so I'll try to bring out that other new one and use it for some time, and I'll be alternating. I'm dressed up and ready to go. I have a crossbody bag that I'm going to put because the last time I didn't know where to put my phone as well as water, so today that's what I'm going to put all of them in. Then I have these jackets because I'm not really sure about the weather. It's actually warm, it's like 16 degrees, but I don't know if, because where we're riding to is a park and there are lots of trees there, I don't know if the wind action, like the wind in that area, I don't know if it's very much. If it's not much, I'll just drop it at Esther's and pick it up when I'm on my way back home. But anyway, this is the fit. And guys, if you remember the last time I wore, what do you call it? The last time I wore a jean to go cycle, and I learned the hard way. Wearing a jean to cycle is very bad for your butt because of the friction, and the jean is a hard material and all of that. So this time I decided to wear like a tights or leggings or whatever you want to call this. I don't have bike shorts, and but this is okay. So this is the fit. Let's go. Now that we are outside. Okay, so I've
Don't do it!
what's wrong with you?
Don't do it!
So I've arrived. The sun is too much. So I've arrived at Esther's house, and it's time to say good.
Please, Stella. Correct yourself. Do it.
See, the thing is, I knew this girl from JS1. Her name was Esther.
It's a lie.
Your name was never Queen
It's
Esther.
on paper.
Nobody used to call her Queen Esther. We used to call her Esther. Her name Queen Esther, yes, was on paper, but everybody called her Esther, and we got used to calling her Esther. And now I have to learn, like, to add the Queen. Okay, so I'm at Queen Esther's house.
That's right.
And it's time to get rid of, no, not get rid, it's time to protect my hair. Okay, just wanted to show you guys that I'm done. I've done the braids underneath, and I wore my wedding wig hair. So this is what I'm going to be rocking for the next, this is the new look, okay, that you're going to be seeing me rock. I want to quickly go to the grocery store and pick up a few items and then come back here, and then from here we'll go. I'm glowing too much. That's why I'm making these videos constantly. Let me not lie. I'm just here to show you that I'm fine. Thanks and bye.
These skies have a different light, white noise that keeps me up at night. I can't help but think back to you. So far, this is how far we've come.
not to how many 1.8 kilometers, not much, but yeah, this is the beauty.
I replay the memory of you. It's been hard, you know I wanted to stay, caught us off guard, but there was no other way. Did you wait? 'Cause I've been counting.
Hi guys. Good morning. Today is Monday and I just got off the bus and I'm walking to the office. I'm already here at the office. I have meetings upon meetings. Like today is a very crazy busy Monday. But we thank God. We prayed for the job came, so we embrace it and we do our job diligently. Talking about work, last week I made a video about my role and what I do, and I think I covered the skills and some of the requirements in order for you to get into a solutions engineering role. I did get like a lot of DMs about my own career journey, about different people asking me, okay, what should they do? How should they go ahead with getting into a solutions engineering role? And to be honest, like there are different scenarios, right? So let's say scenario 1, you're completely new to tech, and the thing is most solutions engineering role would need some experience in roles like customer support or quality analyst or generally any customer facing technical role. So in this case, if you're new to tech, my advice would definitely be to get like hands-on knowledge on customer support. Most of the people that reached out to me, I sent them links on different courses that they could take either from YouTube, Coursera, or even Google. I also did send some people some cloud certifications, some cloud certifications like Azure, AWS that one could take to gain knowledge. Now, I'll talk about my own journey into this role from when I became new in tech, and how I moved and how I got to this point. To be very honest, I didn't really think this was what I wanted to do. Like, I just stumbled on it. It's not like it's something that I planned. So if you're like, you just came across my last video and you've decided that this is the path you want to take, I'm going to explain how to get there. Okay, so first things first, like I mentioned, you need like a customer facing or a client facing role, experience in a client facing role. So let's take it that you've gone to take a customer support or IT technical support certification, and somehow you understand what goes on in IT and you're able to support clients. Another thing that you need to have knowledge of is SQL. So that's SQL. You need to know how to query database. This is very important. I'm going to leave very important links in the description box, so you could just go and check out some courses that could help you. Another thing is also you need to have an understanding of product management. So basically how a product is being, like the product life cycle. So from the idea stage to the planning to every single thing to deployment and even post deployment. So you would need to learn all of that. You would also have to learn things like product strategy, road mapping, product life cycle, and even feature prioritization. I'm going to put that in the description box while I eat my lunch. I've noticed that I talk to you guys during lunch break. Anyway, another thing I also learned, or another thing that is very important on this journey, is you need tools like Jira, ServiceNow, Salesforce, Oracle, and Linux. So these are tools that you need to learn how to use them. So it's something that you should also learn. And most importantly, cloud computing. Like I mentioned, you can find like courses on Azure fundamentals or even AWS, basically just to have an understanding of how applications are being deployed in the cloud and basically how cloud computing works. If you want to start this role, to be very honest, you're going to have to put your head down and learn a lot. Done for the day. I'm actually rushing to catch a bus. And, oh, look at me twinning with the sky. Anyway, I'm rushing to catch a bus. I've actually never taken a bus back home. The last time I came with a bus, my colleague was kind enough to drop me. I'm always having luck, but today not so much. So I'm going to have to find my way back home. I'm using Google Maps, of course, to help with the commute. And yeah, so the bus is in 5 minutes, so I'm quite early. So I see bus 32 goes there. You know the craziest part of this whole public transport in this country? They don't have a schedule. Like, you know how they print it out and you can read on the bus stop to be sure that you're on the right one? Here, there is nothing. It's just an ad. So I just got down from the first bus and I'm about to change to the next one. Now when I talk about them not printing schedules, is more like if you don't have your phone or you don't have internet, how exactly are you supposed to jump on a bus when you don't even know where the bus is going, and if you're not familiar with that route? Like, it does not make any sense to me. Anyway, like I said, going to the second bus stop, and I'm about to wait for my next bus, which is coming in, I think, 9 minutes. So I'm just going to stay inside the bus stop here and just wait, because it's going to take me some time. Yeah, so we just finished working out now. I want to quickly go to Shoppers. Me and my baby, who already know this girl on this channel.
She has turned me into a driver. Was this the plan you had for me?
Don't worry, once I take my driving test, I'll be driving around the city, okay? I'll buy a car and I'll take you around Canada. You know her. Please check out her YouTube channel. She has been working so hard on YouTube. See, she dropped a video and it was about 5 ways to save your money, like to manage your money. So you remember my last video, I talked, not my last video, but 2 videos ago, I talked about money. I ranted, adulthood and all of that. That video will be very helpful for you if you're looking to manage your finances. So her YouTube channel is
Adia Ode.
Adia Ode. So I'll put it on the screen and I'll also put it in my description box. So make sure to check that video out. And when you go there, write that you came from me, so that she knows. Okay. Anyway, now we're off to Shoppers. She wants to get skincare. Have you noticed that she has been the one taking me to places to spend money?
Oh,
earlier,
please.
I think on
I've
Sunday.
been helping your life.
On Sunday, you took me to Superstore. I didn't want to buy
How
anything.
can you say this?
To Shoppers Drug Mart.
Yeah.
On Sunday.
Proceed to 12th Street Southwest.
On Sunday.
Then turn right.
Bluetooth. Waiting for connection.
What they call it, to Canadian Superstore. I didn't have any plans of buying anything. I ended up spending like $59.
Like, you didn't need those things.
Sure,
You didn't need
if I
those
didn't
things.
go there, I would not spend $59.
You would have gone there later. And
I wouldn't
spent
have
us.
gone there.
Wow.
I wouldn't have gone there.
Okay, let this be on record. I'm not taking you anywhere anymore.
But you are taking me to Shoppers now, and I'm going to go and see one skincare product that's finished in my
back your
bathroom
word. Take back
that
your
would have
word.
been fine without.
Take
You are the one that made video on financial management, but you are the one.
No, this is planning. Actually
Please.
budgeted for this.
Oh, so me that you are carrying me on this.
Then follow me and don't buy. Yes.
Okay, first to do, no they pain. Anyway, guys, bye. Good night.
Good night.
Sorry, good morning, guys. Do you guys remember how a few days ago it was sunny? That was actually yesterday. Remember how I was ranting in the other video telling you guys that there's no spring in Canada? This is what I mean. This is what I bloody mean. Like, tell me why it's snowing. I didn't take my wristwatch. Tell me why it's snowing this early in the morning today in spring. Well, more like rain, snow, or whatever, falling snow. Anyway, I'm off to work this morning, trying to catch my train, and my bag is open. I'm just afraid that this thing doesn't enter my laptop, you know. Anyway, I know that office is going to be cold. Yesterday they turned off the heater. Small sun like this, so Igbo people see you start entering summer mode. Anywho, hurrying to catch the train, and just wanted to bring you on today's journey to work. Just going to go to Tim Hortons and get their coffee. You and I know that if there was ever a best time to have a cup of coffee or something hot, is right now, because I can't stand outside here for 15 minutes waiting for that bus. So now I have 10 more minutes to wait. I thought I was going to spend the entire 15 minutes getting the coffee, but when I got there, I was the only one. So cheers to waiting outside in the cold. see the amount of snow that is up north? It's high time somebody bought a car. From my mouth to God's ears, I need a car. This is too much stress. Now imagine having to come to work in that minus 30 and minus 20 something degree weather. Anywho, thanks as always for coming with me to work. I can see my building now. I just need to run off. Okay. Another day in the office. Now let's go back to the gist we were having about the whole work thing. So when it comes to how I got a job in Canada, now there's a general notion that getting a job is so hard, and actually looking for a job is actually a job. So this is applicable here in Canada as well. So when I first got here, I wasn't really in a haste to get a job, as I already had a job and in my previous in Poland. So I wasn't actively looking. When I decided to actively start looking, the first thing I did was to tweak my LinkedIn. So of course my LinkedIn has always been optimized, but I just made sure that I was open to work and all of that. But I noticed that I wasn't really getting any recruiter follow-ups on LinkedIn. Like in Poland, normally you would have recruiters in your mailbox asking you or showing you opportunities. So that wasn't really happening here. So I decided to spread my tentacles. I used not just LinkedIn, there was also ZipRecruiter, there was also Indeed, and then I was also just going online, like on Google, to type out my job role and look for any companies that had it open. I did the whole thing of send a message to the CEO or to the hiring manager. I did the whole thing of tweaking every single did I say twerking? I did the whole thing of tweaking my cover letter, like not every single application, but most applications I would try to change it. But what actually worked for me was this. I used ChatGPT. What worked for me was ChatGPT. So basically, if I find a role that I like, I go on LinkedIn, for example, and I see a specific role, I would copy the entire role, and then I will go on ChatGPT and I'll be like, can you generate a resume for a solutions engineer based on this role? I'll now put the role. It will give me a CV, and I'll be able to see the talking points on each, like every point that somehow links to what the job description is. And then I started editing my CVs according to what ChatGPT gave me. Of course, there's a way ChatGPT gives you results, so you try not to copy it exactly word for word. You use like synonyms and try to change some things and make sure that it blends. So I made sure that when I'm sending my CV to any job, I made sure that the job role sort of was inside my CV, if you get what I'm saying. The next thing I did was, when I now started getting recruiter calls back, which was good, it didn't even take too long. Once I figured out the whole tweaking your CV and sending it, I now started getting recruiter emails and recruiter calls. The next thing I did was, to prepare for interviews, I would carry the job role again and go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT, can you generate technical interview questions for this role and answer it using STAR method. So STAR method is basically a method that goes like this. So it tells you a situation. Based on the question, it will give you a situation, it will give you a task that you accomplished, and it will give you an achievement, and it will give you results. So rather than saying, for example, you say, tell me about a time where you dealt with a difficult, or you solved something, or you did something that you're proud of at work, rather than saying, I did XYZ, it will give you a situation, it will give you the task, it will tell you, for example, I need an example so you understand. So for example, this role, I've just gone on LinkedIn and I've looked for solutions engineer role in Canada. So to be very honest, you can check for any type of role, because different companies have different names for solutions engineers. There are some companies that call it sales engineer. There are some companies that will call it senior application system analyst or system analyst role. So you just need to also be very open to the name of the role. So don't just stick to solutions engineering role. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2, so in this case, we're checking out this solutions engineering posting for Logitech, and you can see you just need to copy the job description and go on ChatGPT and then try to generate resume, and then you see the talking points that you can use to make your resume better, as well as come back to ChatGPT and with that same job role try to generate technical interview questions using the STAR method. So here the question says, can you describe a time when you provided detailed demonstration of video collaboration products? So basically the STAR description or the STAR method of answering questions, rather than just saying, oh, I did XYZ, you'd have to say, outline a scenario. So you can say, for example, oh, at my previous job at whatever, I was being asked to do XYZ, and then the task was to explain specific objectives of the task, and then what did you do? You need to give details on the steps you took, and then finally the results. So that's how I practice for my interview. Like, I had to practice for interview. I was reading for interviews. There was a time I made a vlog where I was studying API integrations here. It was because I was preparing for an interview. It was part of the things that were required for the job. So sometimes you might see a job that you do not necessarily match, but please do not let it deter you from applying. Just apply and go ahead and read all the different points. So one thing with me is, if I see a job and I see all the different things that are there, like the role, the job description, the things you're supposed to do, and the different requirements you're supposed to have, I make sure I read about every single thing on that job, like the description and also what they are requiring from you, so that if they want to ask you any question during the interview, you're not going to stutter because you actually have an idea of every single thing about the job. So even though you don't qualify 100% or you don't match this job 100%, you should not allow that to just be, the reason why you're not applying. This is also applicable to non-solutions engineering roles. It could be anything at all. You can use this method. So don't think this is only for solutions engineering. So this is what I did that really helped me. This was how I was able to get interviews, and I was able to get a job, and I was able to ace the interview and everything. So if you know how to use ChatGPT to your advantage, you would actually get a job easier and faster. Of course, you need to apply multiple times. Do not take no for an answer. Like, if someone tells you we are sorry, you move on. I did get a lot of love letters. It made me sad, but I moved on. I call them love letters because I try not to attach negative whatever to it. I just see it as, this is not the job for me, so I just call it a love letter. So I got a lot of no's, but don't give up, just keep applying. So that was how I got my job. The right one came, the door opened wide, and I made sure I aced it. I don't go for any interview without practicing. I learned both the technical, I learned the soft side. I learned how to communicate all over again. Even though I know how to have interviews, or I know how, like, going for interviews actually teaches you how to, you get experience by going for more interviews. So keep applying for jobs, okay? Today is actually Wednesday after work. I worked from home today, and I have an appointment. So there's this laser hair removal clinic, like it's a spa, by the way. I have a laser hair removal appointment on Saturday, and their rule in that hospital is that they would not do laser for you unless, like, you need to come in either a day before or a couple of days before for them to try out the treatment on, like, a test part of your skin, so that they see how your body reacts to it. And if there's no reaction, of course, you can go ahead with your appointment. So my appointment is actually scheduled for Saturday. And since I'm working from home today, I was like, okay, nearly after work, I can just rush there before they close. They have like a free consultation for me today, and then I would proceed. So I don't even have anything on my face. I just applied sunscreen after taking a bath. I'm actually trying to get rid of the hair on my chin permanently. I'm tired. I don't like it. I hate it so much, and I rather not have it, okay? So that's the plan for right now. I wore a thermal wear inside because I think the temperature is about -1 degree, and I'm wearing these jeans. I have this my crossbody bag. And it doesn't hurt, yeah?
It doesn't or no? So we have this nice cooling system here that blows really cold air, -30 air, so it keeps the skin nice and numb. So usually we do a little pre-cool where we just cool the area so it starts to numb a little bit. And then all you should feel is a little prick.
Okay.
One that, ready? 3, 2, 1. How's that?
Nothing. I felt nothing.
That was good there?
Hi guys. So I'm back home now, and every time I make my all back like this, I just look like my father. Like the shape of my father's head. The shape of my father's head comes out, because this is actually the shape of my father's head. So Daddy, if you are watching, this is the shape of your head, if you've ever wondered. Anyway, what's the plan? I'm actually back home now, and I'm going into the office tomorrow. So what that means is I need to make overnight oats again, because that's mostly, like, that's the breakfast. Ever since I discovered overnight oats again, that's the breakfast I literally take to work, and I also Shay takes to work every single day. At this point, if oats used to grow on someone's head, it should grow on my head. Anyway, it's a high protein meal, so why not? So I'm going to do like overnight oats for, like, I'll do it today, put it in the fridge against tomorrow morning, so when both of us are rushing out tomorrow morning, we would have something to carry to work. And then I want to fry eggs, because that's what I feel like eating this afternoon. So I'm going to, so I have this friend here on YouTube. Please check out her channel. I'm going to share it on my community tab, and help me subscribe to her page. I'll put her channel on the screen, so please go there. And when you go there and you watch any of her videos, please just tell her you're from me, and please let's subscribe to her page, right? So what was I saying? So I did see she has been doing like a wellness reboot. So she has been eating healthy, going to the gym and all of that. So I saw her make these eggs where she put like spinach and cheese. And I don't have spinach right now in the house. I think I do. Okay, I have spinach, I have eggs, and I have cheese. So I want to try to make that egg and have it for lunch. And yeah, so I got these jars from Dollarama the other day, and that's what I use for the overnight oats. That's that about that for now. I'm going to take a power nap after this and then head off for the gym. That would conclude my day. So see you guys around.